Kind of lean into Jordan, which left Orlando open going to the hoop.
And as you said, draw the attention and slip it the other way, and that's just the way they worked at that time. So they've come from 6 down to 4 up. That's a 10-point swing by the Bulls here. Terry Cummings fires. It'll go. He got the good high bounce that time.
Well, they didn't go to Terry early in the game, but they've gone to him a lot lately now. I thought they would take advantage of his quickness over Steve Johnson, but Steve's playing a heck of a game so far.
All right, Watley to Johnson. Cummings almost got over the shoulder. Going to give it back to Mo Watley. Going to shoot from 18 feet. It won't go. And slapped out of there by Jones, and it'll go out of bounds. He was trying to slap it out where a teammate could handle it, but nobody was there. So Milwaukee will have it. Moncrief will put it in play at midcourt. Don Nelson and Kevin Lockery, the opposing coaches here. Only the second game of the season for the Bulls, the opener for Milwaukee. Last year, Milwaukee was 50-32. The Bulls 27-35. That's 3 points by Dunleavy. He gets his first points of the night.
Well, you can't leave Mike open there in that corner. It's a shorter three-pointer. They're posting Cummings up down low, forcing Watley to double. Mike will shoot that three-pointer.
Orlando brings the Bulls right back to the front with 8 points for him.
Shoot that jumper, oh, I'll tell you, he's showing me some stuff this year, shooting a J.
18-17. We have had 4 ties and 6 lead changes in the early going as Watley putting on a little pressure in the backcourt, but Dunleavy will solve it. Moving off to the left.
I'm sure Kevin knows that, the Bucks aren't real deep at this particular point. So he's going to try to wear him down a little bit by putting a lot of pressure on him.
Down into press. He goes over the dotted line. A little soft roll, and he got it. Gets it 6. 19-18. Milwaukee. Way down court. Couldn't handle it. Dunleavy looking on the near wing. Cummings and slapped away. A foul's been called on Michael Jordan.
Well, Michael got real long arms, got quick hands. He's going to learn, though, that he can't get away with obvious fouls like this. Even sometimes when you steal the ball like this, even clean, like he might have done there. Let's take another look at it. The ref, he's not used to seeing those quick hands like that, so he's going to call the foul.
That's number 1 on Jordan and number 4 on the Bulls, and Cummings at the line. He's a 72% free throw shooter from last year with the Clippers, and he gets that one to give him 5 for the evening, and they've gone in front by 2.
Yeah, Terry looks like he's having a little bit of trouble getting into the Bucks offense. Therefore, they're really trying just to obviously post him up one-on-one to get him into the flow of the game.
That gives him 6, and they have a 3-point lead, so it's moved back and forth here. Bucks had a 6-point lead, Bulls by 4, and now the Bucks by 3 again. That gives you the seesaw effect of this one with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Watley to Michael Jordan. Pulls up, gets it to Johnson, and it won't go as he was hammered on that baseline.
Well, super feed. Michael used his
2 field goals, 2 free passes, and he doesn't get this one.
Johnson was impressive last night with 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. He played one heck of a right in the fourth quarter. He had a lot of jump shots on what we've talked about, the semi-fast break for the secondary break. He broke open and got some nice jumpers with 12 for 18 from the field.
Steve Johnson's free throw cuts it to a 2-point Milwaukee lead. Moncrief driving, and Daly was on him. And a little nitpicky 3:48 mark in the first quarter. Moncrief at the line. He has 6 points, 3 field goals. And the free throw is good by Moncrief, gives him 7. And Mokeski is going to come in.
Big Paul, 7 foot, 250 out of Kansas. The Kings tried to sign him to a contract, and the Bucks matched it, so he's back in Milwaukee.
Mokeski from Kansas, class of 79. The free throw good again by Moncrief, gives him 8. He's 2 for 3 from the line with that pair together, and it's 23-19. They've gone back to a 4-point lead. Bulls' biggest lead was 4. Woolridge back out to Jones. Comes back near side Watley. Orlando had a push off there as Orlando tried to get the ball. And I think Pressey was caught again, and he was. That's his 3rd already, Crash.
Good smart move by Watley. He knows that Orlando is much stronger, much bigger than Pressey. So they isolated him down low and got him the ball one-on-one to maneuver on him.
All right, Woolridge will be at the line. Woolridge has 8 points, 4 field goals, 72% free throw shooter from last year. Orlando Woolridge gets the nice soft roll and gives him 9.
Pretty good roll for this time of year.
Kenny Fields, the youngster from UCLA. And Pressey with those 3 fouls going to get a little rest here.
Kenny got some time in exhibition, averaged 9 points a game and 4.5 rebounds. We heard a guy ask him if he was disappointed he didn't get to play with Marcus Johnson this year. Marcus would have been here, he would have played a lot. So I bet he's glad to see Marcus go west.
Well, he was also ever the diplomat. He says it's going to be nice to play with a guy like Terry Cummings, too. So he covered all bases, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
23-21 Milwaukee. That wouldn't go for Fields. Now he's trying to follow, and Woolridge battling with him. It goes out of bounds, and evidently touched last by O. And Milwaukee will have the ball into their own bucket off to the left.
Fields also not very shy. First time he got the ball in a regular season game, he put it up.
Mokeski gets it to Dunleavy. They've overloaded the near side. Now they get it away to Lister. Turns around. It won't fall for him. Steve Johnson with yet another board. So he's picking right up where he left off last night. That's Woolridge. Pulls up and fires. It won't go. Taken down by Mokeski. Mokeski, the 7-footer. And as the Bucks move down court, a foul from behind. We've got John Mengelt with the Bulls on the road at Milwaukee. At the moment, the Bucks are leading by 2. Moncrief at the line. Last foul was on Daly, and the free throw by Moncrief is good, gives him 9. So, and there are the details on that camera night. Moncrief again, and that gives him 10. The last 4 have been from the line. He had 3 quick field goals early. Now he's the leading scorer for them with 10. Woolridge has 10 for the Bulls.
They're in a little zone pressure here, and Daly going up. Bingo!
Oh, yes. Oh, he can come off that bench. He likes that roll now. Kenny Fields, dotted line, layover, no good. Follows, and he gets it. Kenny Fields stayed right with it.
Nice pass to himself. You know, the Bucks are playing right into Daly's hands if they go into that zone, because he could be, I bet he was a great zone breaker in college.
Watley trying to get some room, gets in the dotted line, tries to Watley's free throw, no good.
Last night he came out smoking early, had 3 or 4 field goals. He ended the game with 11 points and 10 assists.
And assists is what you look for from him. Last year, 8th in the league with 8.3, and that was a good rookie year for him, wasn't it, with those assists?
Oh, yeah, it's one of the toughest jobs to learn how to play. Other than center, I think point guard is the toughest position to learn.
Dunleavy tried the 3-pointer. It didn't work, and Watley pulls up, wants some help. Corzine couldn't handle it. It wasn't a good pass to him as it was. It was down around his feet. That much you could do with that. Here comes Milwaukee now leading by 3, 27-24. Moncrief to Brewer. Brewer out of Minnesota, second-year man. They're not booing, they're brewing. That's Brewer.
Oh, good block by Corzine.
Yes,
nice
sir.
block.
And he stayed right with it and got the ball. And Watley on the wing to Daly. Pulls up and didn't get it this time. Watley tried to go up, and he went over the back of Brewer.
Well, I don't know about that call. And Johnson.
Brewer gets the free throw, his first point.
And Corzine. They've made a nice outlet pass on that last break. You know, that's what the good pros will do. They'll get that ball out on the break so you can begin a break. Otherwise, it can never happen.
Brewer ends up 1 for 2 that time at the line. Bucks are in front of the Bulls by 4. 1:18 remaining in the first quarter. Michael Jordan, who came back in, gets it to Higgins. Swinging it over to Johnson. He's going to pump an 18-footer. It'll be way short. Hit an air ball, really. And we got a break because Moncrief couldn't handle it on the lane and stepped out of bounds.
Johnson smiled a little bit. I think as soon as he let it go, he said, uh-oh, I shouldn't have shot that one. That's out of my range.
Yes, little out of my range is right.
Bulls got 8 seconds to get a shot off.
Uh-oh. Good recovery by Daly. And then as he drives in the lane, it'll be offensive on Daly. And that's going to be 3 on him. That's tough.
Yeah, he forced himself in there. He's struggling a little bit tonight, trying to get his feet under him.
Nearing the 1-minute mark. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Bucks with the ball, leading by 4 over the Bulls. Over on the far side, Fields, the rookie from UCLA. Take it back out to Dunleavy. Brewer. Watley's getting ready to come right back in for Chicago. Brewer on a turnaround. Nice soft touch. Gives him 3. Lead by 6. That matches their biggest lead. That was much earlier, however. The Bulls' biggest lead was 4. Wouldn't go for Daly. Taken down by Fields. He dribbled it off the foot of Moncrief, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Bulls' ball.
Well, Quinton, they'll get 2 shots instead of 1.
Watley is back in the game. That's Jordan. Tried to get into the lane, and that'll be a blocking foul.
Well, second and third quarters in the last minute. The clock now stops when the ball goes through the basket. Guys were using that and playing with it in order to get 2 shots. But it doesn't totally prevent it using your smarts in that particular play because the Bulls did it right there.
Jordan got 2 free throws, gives him 4 for the night. It's now a 30-26 lead for Milwaukee. 25 seconds, and you can count it down right at the top of your screen, nearing the end of the first quarter. Lorenzo Romar, number 5.
Well, they'll use the whole clock here. They'll spread it out, use the whole clock. Probably try to get the ball to one of their shooters at the end, let Romar